Okay, this is going to be the last recording, and I'm going to focus on the right side first, then the left one. Again, we've been going for a while, so I want to keep moving forward. This is the third video on Multiview Packet, and again, we got on the top right drawing, we have the front view and the right view. We need the top. So again, I'm going to project all the way up. And then this one, we normally don't project to the right. However, if you don't, you're going to put your 45-degree angle here, and it's going to be wrong. So we do need to go ahead and project, which gives us this top line right here. But just so I can get this intersection, then I can draw my 45-degree angle from. Okay. Once I have my 45-degree angle, I can go from this view over here and go up till they meet. Once they meet, you can come straight across. And again, I forgot, I missed a line, and it's this one right here. Okay, a lot of stuff going on here. You might get really confused if you're just staring at it, but I want to go ahead and erase some of these lines just so we can see our shape. Again, nothing can go past here or here because that's the side of the object. Okay, so that's why I got rid of all this right over here. Most of you have been having problems. You leave these lines right here and assume that's correct, and it's wrong. So go ahead and get rid of them so you don't get confused. Now we just want to make sense of what we have on here. We're doing the top view, which is the shaded. Again, that just looks like, to me, two rectangles. And if you look over here, you got one rectangle here and a rectangle here. And if I was to have fun with this, I would just draw a smiley face. But we can't do that. We got to get work done. Okay, so let's go ahead and darken these two rectangles that we said we're going to draw. Instead of stopping and starting, I'm just going to go all the way. Like so. There's my two rectangles. However, there's a line down the middle. If you notice right over here, this is a line. Can I touch it or see it? The answer is yes, so I need to go ahead and make that solid. Okay, there's one more line that we haven't used, and it's right here. Or if I use my arrows, I can see it's right there, that yellow line. That's actually underneath, right about here. It's underneath. Is there a line going across here? Their answer is no. But it's there, so I got to do something with it. So I'm going to draw it a hidden line all the way across it. Then, as I've told you before, let's always get rid of our projection lines. Make them real small. So that's your top view. Very easily done. Now this is probably one of the harder ones if you don't pay attention to what's going on already. What I mean by already is if I went to project like we normally do, we do that, we do that, and that. However, what's already been done at the very top, if I was to follow these projection lines, what is this right here? It looks like a hidden line, and it is. What is it? Is that the edge of the circle? And there's a center of the circle. It is. So if it's done on the top, we got to do it on the side. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those so we don't get confused. Now I'm going to go ahead and project from the center. And this is where it really gets hard, because there's a bunch of lines. Again, we need to go up as well just so we can get this 45-degree angled line. Now here it's going to get crazy. And we'll go over and down, over and down, over and down. Whew, tons of lines. So now we got to make sense of it all. Again, I'm going to go ahead and delete, or not delete, I should say. I'm going to erase all this just so we can see this shape right here. We're going to draw the right view, which is all the shaded areas. If you notice, there's 1, 2, 3 rectangles that are shaded. One slightly at an angle, but it's still the rectangle. If you look on the front view, here's that slightly angled rectangle. Okay, so it's very easily seen. I'm going to go ahead and draw them. You can see the top one does this. That is this one right here. This one right here is here. And the last one is this one right there, and it is here. Instead of drawing them just like I did, I'm going to draw them all together. Since I know they are all together, I'm going to go ahead and draw them one piece at a time, or the whole thing. So I'm going to draw all the way down and up. Instead of drawing them separate, I just drew it all as single lines. Okay. Now we know that up here we had those hidden lines in the center line. All we had to do is cover where the hole goes. And I want to look. Does the hole go inside this rectangle? No. It is in this rectangle. So when I draw it, I am not going to draw in this rectangle, because that has no hole through it. It's only this side right here. With that being said, let's go ahead and start. Just redo. Okay, I'm going to go, this top one is where the hidden line goes, because it's the edge of the circle. And then here is the center line. Just like that. Now, let's get rid of some of these lines. We're going to say cut. And oops. Oops. And cut. That is our right view. Take this knowledge on the circle, and there is one more at the very end of your page, or of your document, that you can go ahead and utilize that same thing, where it goes from the bottom of the circle over, vice versa, in the center lines. Okay, so now let's go ahead and actually we're going to do it right now. Sorry, I was thinking I wasn't going to show you, but yes, I'm going to show you. Okay, this top left drawing, again, it's 4 inches. The height's 2.5. These are all about the same. Now from the top left or the right, we go in. This is a math problem right up here. It says from the center of the circle, right here, to the edge, right here, is 2 inches. The radius, which is the center of the circle, again, right here, to the edge of the circle, which is the radius, is 1 1/4. 2 minus 1 1/4 equals, you guessed it, 3/4 of an inch. With that being said, I'm going to move over 3/4 of an inch. Now, how do you draw a circle without drawing a circle? Well, I'm just going to come around. Here's my center point. I'm going to go down 1 1/4 and just go around, making 1 1/4 points away from that center, and then connecting the dots, which I'm going to have to draw as freehand. Let's see if I can get this done. Just like so. Now our front view is done. Now I need, again, my normal projection lines. That was off. Now there's one more I want to do. I want to do the center. Project over. Are we missing one on the right view? Yes? No? Well, just like before, we went to the bottom of the circle. That's going to be a unique line. And we also have our 45-degree line. Okay, I like to put a little gap. So I'm going to give it about an inch gap or so. And just like all the other ones, the top views are just rectangles. You guys hopefully are seeing a pattern, but this is the top view. We have 3 vertical lines right here. There's one there, there, and there. We have to make sense of them. If we look up here in our top view, we have one of those. There's 2, and the third one was actually that center line, so we have to make it the center line. So I'm going to go ahead, darken those in, and the center line looks something like this. Oops, don't connect. So if I go to get rid of some of this, gotta get rid of those. Drawing on the iPad is actually kind of fun, but a little difficult. And there's the top view. Now let's do the right view. Again, we project wherever they hit, and we go down. Kind of like that. And again, like all of them, we are drawing this shape. It's a simple rectangle. However, it's got that line down the middle that looks like this. And what type of crazy line is it? It is our hidden. Oops. So zoom in, you can get stuff done a little better. There we go. Then go back and erase everything that is not supposed to be there. And get rid of it. Now you have your multi-view drawing. I hope this helped. Let me know, email me if you have any questions. See you soon.